I'm uploading this video from my phone because it's a bit time consuming to upload videos from my laptop because it runs on a Windows 8 operating system. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about because I promised since it's a Thursday I'd post a new blog and a new video. Why is my voice feels like a frog in my throat? But anyways, I said I'd post a new vlog and blog um Thursday since I'm gonna continue to try and post things every Monday and Thursday because JB is kind of on hiatus right now because my artist has has kind of a big workload right now, so it's kind of on hiatus. And I'm still waiting for the cover from my former artist who's just been working on the cover. And my blog, I was talking about the recent Fantastic Four reboot, and more to the subject about reboots and the new Fantastic Four. I knew from the get-go that this movie was gonna bomb. I didn't. I haven't seen it, and I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna try not to quote too much that I've quoted on the blog already. I don't even know how many people even read it, but I mean, I don't even want to pay any money to see it. And I mean, I'd I'd watch it on like a file torrent or something just so I could critique it. I watched a little bit of the 1994 Roger Corman Fantastic Four reboot last night on YouTube, and wow, that almost put me to sleep, and I cannot imagine what this new reboot has done. But as I said before, I'm trying not to quote too much from my blog. I'm trying to quote some new material here, but why? For a superhero team called the Fantastic Four, why isn't the number four a lucky number for them? Why? As I was, I mean, what is it about comic books like the Fantastic Four, the Punisher, and the Hulk that don't just don't translate well to cinema? And what about these characters in general don't work? And I think it is that the fact that Fantastic Four has both a science fiction theme and a comic book theme kind of going at the same time. And I think that was the problem that was presented with Green Lantern. But it's hard for me as of now to speak for movies like The Punisher and The Hulk because, like Fantastic Four, it's just it is the fact. Part of it is the fact that they don't translate well into cinema, and but it's mainly due to the fact, particularly with this new Josh Trank reboot, is just that it's just the people involved, the directors involved, and most of all the studio. Because I didn't mention X-Men Origins in my vlog, but that movie was another example of where the studios just had way too much control over the picture, and where it was just a big mess, and it's just the studios are getting way too much control of the decisions, and that's why they didn't. The characters weren't right, and especially Deadpool was just bad in X Men Origins, and hopefully they're gonna get Deadpool right with this new movie. With the trailer, there had been some growing concerns because it does look like a comedy, from at least from what I saw, and I didn't like that scene where Deadpool was drawing himself before he started that fight, and he was. I don't know if I like the jokes. I don't think they should have gone with Ryan Reynolds, period, for Deadpool because he has screwed up at least three comic book movies: X-Men Origins, Green Lantern, and of course, R.I.P.D. the Rest in Peace Department. And he's become kind of a joke. I think for Deadpool, they should have just thrown out all the ideas that were even presented in X-Men Origins. Well, I don't think this one's based off X-Men Origins period, but the fact that Ryan Reynolds is in it makes me think that, but I don't think this has any connection at all to X-Men Origins, but I think they should have used someone like Jason Statham just to give the movie, just to give the character a fresher take. But pretty much, I don't know if we're gonna ever really get a decent Fantastic Four. I think we gotta just, I mean, the 2005 version was good in the sense that it was good in the comedic B movie sense, despite its special effects. I mean, they were a huge update from the 1994 version, of course. I mean, I've just seen the 1994 version, but the special effects still just weren't great in the 2005 Fantastic Four, and neither were a lot of things. But I think a lot of fans are gonna have to just accept that it was the closest we'll ever get to a decent Fantastic Four. And what else? I'm still, as I said before, I'm still waiting on more comic book pages to be produced, and I'm just trying to use this YouTube channel as a vehicle. But yeah, this movie is just a colossal bomb. The new Fantastic Four on so many levels. I call it, and I give a shout out to Jeremy Johns, who, like me, is actually a native of Washington State, who called it Fanforstic. And that's kind of how I'm separating this new Fantastic Four from the original. I'm calling it Fanforstic. I really like that title because they got the four in the middle. And this movie just has created a lot of problems. I mean, Josh Trank was just a complete jerk to his cast on set, and he was coming in high, and he trashed this house he rented for the movie and had to pay like $100,000 or something worth of damage, and pretty much, yeah. And there's an online petition for um to get the Amazing Spider-Man 3 greenlit, but I don't think that petition's gonna work. And that movie, as I said in my blog, was another example of, just again, studios just making decisions with these comic book based movies. And that's why Marvel formed their own studios, so they can just can get control of their own decisions. And it's worked. And even, I mean, they've taken a silly idea like Ant-Man and made it great, and they've turned Chris Pratt into a big star. So, I mean, when a studio isn't making all the decisions, and when a comic book franchise studio can control the destiny of its characters and decisions, it works. And with these new Marvel movies, I mean, it's shown. It shows right there. I mean, now we are living in pretty much the golden age of comic book based movies. I mean, it's not like the old days where we have to literally fantasize about these types of movies. I mean, they're basically a reality now. And it wasn't like that years ago. And we're just spoiled these days because of it. And I gotta admit, I don't know a whole lot about Deadpool, so I'm gonna have to check out the movie when it comes out. I'm gonna have to read some of the comics first. And there's still, I don't know what's going on with the new Green Lantern. It's always like, I thought Tyrese Gibson was cast. I thought they announced it, but there's more talks like, oh, he's going into the meeting and this kind of stuff. But I like the idea that it was rumored to be called Green Lantern Corps, because I think it'll be a good idea if they focus on more than one Green Lantern, since there is more than one, obviously. And they really need to make Sinestro the villain and not whoever that guy was with the deformed head or whatever. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. But anyways, tell me in the comments below what you think the problem was with the new Fantastic Four and why Fantastic Four just doesn't work as a movie, and 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 how that major studios like Fox and Sony are just really ruining these types of characters, and studios are just getting way too much control of movie franchises these days. So just leave me your opinions in the comments below. Thank you.